What's next?
How would you guys recommend dealing with the possibility of your company being purchased by a huge investment firm? I'm scared.
Oh, interesting. So is this I
I think it's their company is going to be purchased, not LMG.
Okay. Well, you know who would actually be best qualified to answer this question is Luke, because for me, as the owner of the company, how would I feel? Well, there's no risk of that. We're not a publicly traded company, so there's no possibility of a hostile takeover. The only way to take over the company is to reach an agreement with me to buy the company.
Yeah.
But Luke, I'm sure you had a lot of things going through your mind back when we had the offer on the company, and I talked to you about it, where I think the goal of the acquiring company, and obviously my goal, was for the company to continue to be a good place to work, that I would want to work and my friends would want to work, and that would keep making money for the acquirer, because otherwise why would they buy it? So, knowing that in good faith, everyone wanted the company to be good, I'm sure you still had some concerns.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure in without mincing words, I said I didn't think I'd last more than 2 years, something like that.
Yeah, I
don't remember exactly what I said.
I hadn't planned to mention that.
I don't know.
No. I mean, it doesn't matter. The deal's dead.
Yeah.
I just mean throughout the deal.
Oh, yeah.
That's not something I would have mentioned. I mean, I knew that.
I said I would
know
give it a
man.
shot, but I was like,
But like, what were your concerns?
not made for this world. I don't know. You hear think about Facebook and Oculus.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is a story that has repeated itself many times throughout history. We are going to buy this company. We are going to make no changes.
We're going to do it exactly the same way that
The leadership is going to
that
stay.
they did it, because we recognize that the success, the strategy that has brought them their current success has been so effective, and we respect that, and we blah 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 blah. Everyone knows what to say. It's actually funny how probably easily, okay, we haven't had a Chat GPT moment on the show in quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to talk about, sort of how you were feeling a little bit more.
Sure.
And I'm going to ask Chat GPT to write up a statement for me announcing my mega corporation's takeover of a small competitor.
Nice. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I assumed it would, I don't know. I've always had some amount of issue with us becoming a big company. But I think we've done a lot of the right things right, if that makes sense. And it's been okay. There's some parts of being a big company that I still don't love, but there are also some parts of it that I think are pretty freaking cool. Like, we can do some pretty insane things right now that would not have been possible if we were still 10 people. Like, how would we have made Screwdriver? Would have never happened. So there's positives and negatives, but I often do shift towards small company. Now, when you have big conglomerate consuming small company, that isn't like this reasonable growth rate where you can kind of get used to the size increase and start understanding how to operate within this bigger thing and try to make sure that you keep the benefits of the small team within the big team, all that kind of stuff. That's a sudden massive takeover of a ginormous company that is going to impose a lot of big company things onto the small company, whether they say they're going to or not. It's gonna happen because they have to be responsible for more stuff that big companies have to be responsible for. So I thought it would kill the culture. I thought it would kill my drive to be involved in it. And frankly, there's lots of other things that I could go do if I wanted to, but I don't want to. But if that happened, I maybe would have wanted to. Because, in no small part, I was rather certain that he also wouldn't have lasted.
I wanted to try to.
Yep. And I said that I would have as well.
And
you might have. I don't know.
I'm
a little bit more convinced now that you might have been able to.
Really?
Compared to then.
I was feeling pretty burned out back then. I think that's a
Yes.
big part of why I was entertaining it at all.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think going through that process was part of figuring out if I still had it in me. I don't know that would have been my exit strategy, regardless of whether I was done or not. I might have just hung up the screwdriver and said, "See ya." But I think it was just part of figuring out, okay, what's worth more to me, doing this job or a giant bucket of money?
Yeah.
Some days I'm just like,
I don't want to get up.
but that's work, right?
You also have to like the decline that you see in people after they retire
Yeah.
is like pretty intense.
Oh, dude, I'd be so bored.
And there's some people, that don't do that, but those people almost always are people that are going to have very involved hobbies, or that like start up something else. Maybe it's a group of people, a nonprofit or something that they like. It's just a new thing that they pour all their time into. Maybe it doesn't have to be as successful as their career was, but it's like some new thing. But you have to keep moving. You have to keep trying things. You have to keep the mental stimulation high.
There's
or else you decline fast.
About there was kind of like a wave of recent high profile content creator retirements. Do you remember talking to me about those at all? Do you remember me saying I didn't think they'd last?
Yeah.
So like, have any of them lasted at this point?
No, I don't
already?
think so.
I have something pretty funny to show you. I was invited to a party recently, which is a first for me, by the way. So
Good job. Good job.
congratulations.
Linus doesn't get invited to parties.
Well, no. Normally, I have to throw them. I have to pay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I have to pay people to come to them. It's
To be fair, I've invited you and you've never gone. Made it. Showing up?
I'm pretty sure I came to. I did. You had a games night when you were living in the basement here. Still, I met that couple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and you explained all about that couple to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you were talking about earlier today. Are you not allowed to say that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's private or not, but basically, it seems like very few people kind of figured out that like busy people, like they don't stay not busy. Man, like my family has been out of town this week, and I have no idea what to do with myself when I am not just swamped with working on the company, working on family stuff. Like I was just like, well, I guess I'll go play badminton tonight. I have absolutely nothing else to do. I have nothing else.
And like I think that can work. Like if you literally just played badminton like every day or something.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
At least you're doing something.
It would probably get
It
old,
would just get really boring.
but that's it. I've got work, I've got my family, and I've got badminton. So you take away, if you take away any, again, like my kids are going to move out at some point. So one of them is going to end up significantly less time consuming at some point. And so if you take away work, man, I go crazy. I go crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong on the mental stimulation stuff. I always try to
Dan,
have
don't
something
tighten it
going
all
on.
the way. If you can get it just right, then it'll droop with us. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, that's a lot.
No. I'm kidding, Dan. Anyway, Luke, I'd like you, instead of worrying about any of that, to listen to this carefully crafted statement.
Okay. Yeah.
Dear new team member, we are thrilled to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you as we embark on an exciting new chapter together. As you may be aware, your company name has recently acquired company name, and we couldn't be more enthusiastic about the prospect of joining forces with such a talented and dynamic team. We understand that any transition, especially one involving a merger or acquisition, can be accompanied by uncertainty and apprehension. Please rest assured that our primary goal throughout this process is to ensure a smooth and seamless integration, one that prioritizes the well-being and success of every individual involved. Here at your company name, we firmly believe in fostering a culture of collaboration, respect, and inclusivity. We recognize and appreciate the unique strengths and perspectives that each of you brings to the table, and we are committed to creating an environment where everyone feels valued, supported, and empowered to thrive. In the coming days and weeks, you can expect open communication channels, transparent updates, and ample opportunities for feedback and dialogue. We're here to listen to your concerns, answer your questions, and address any challenges that may arise along the way. While change can be daunting, it also presents countless opportunities for growth, innovation, and shared success. Together, we have the chance to achieve remarkable things and make a lasting impact in our industry and beyond. Once again, welcome to the Your Company Name family. We are honored and excited to have you on board, and we look forward to getting to know each of you better as we embark on this journey together.
Wow.
So the prompt I gave was, my large company is about to acquire a smaller competitor. We want to craft a statement to send to the new team to assuage their fears. Can you please provide a template? That was the most generic sounding horse shit that I think I have ever heard.
It sure was. To be fair, you usually get generic sounding horse
But what I was going to say is,
from ChatGPT.
but it was only the most generic sounding because there are so many other things it's tied with.
Yeah.
It's the same as
That's
all.
a good point. My biggest problem with that is that just reeks so hard of like big company crap.
SciTech Evo says it's horribly perfect.
Yeah.
It says exactly the right thing because it has absolutely no personality whatsoever because it's an AI or it's a generic like comms person.
Have I ever talked to you about how you even did 3.5 instead of 4? Have I ever talked to you about how
Oh, sorry.
good, do you even have it under your plan?
I'm not sure. Upgrade to Plus. No, I don't.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do, but I'm not logged into that account. It's really, really good. 4, at least. I haven't messed with 3.5 with this, but I'm sure it's still fine. 4 is really good at legal writing.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
So, like, man, are we about to enter the era of cease and desists to everyone over everything?
Oh, probably. I guarantee. Tell it to write a cease and desist right now, even with 3.5.
I mean, sure, yeah.
I
could do
guarantee you it would do just fine.
that. Oh man, my neighbor's kid.
It's very good at because and like it probably I find that usually the first pass won't sound super legalese, but you can poke it and be like, nah, make it more legalese, make it more legalese, and just keep going, and it'll keep making it just like.
My neighbor's
Progressively
kid
worse
keeps
and worse.
trespassing on my lawn.
Oh.
Can you write up a cease and desist that sounds like it came from an expensive lawyer? Here we go. Your name, your address, city, state, zip code, your email address, your phone number, date, your neighbors, etc. Cease and desist demand regarding trespassing. I'm writing to you on behalf of your name, the legal owner and resident of your address. It has come to my attention that on numerous occasions your child's name, has trespassed onto my property located at your address. Despite prior informal requests to cease such behavior, the trespassing persists, causing both inconvenience and potential liability concerns. Trespassing is a violation of property rights and is actionable under the laws of this jurisdiction. As such, I demand you immediately instruct your child to refrain from entering onto my property without express permission. Failure to comply with this demand will leave me with no choice but to pursue legal action to protect my property rights. Furthermore, I must emphasize the importance of your responsibility as a parent to ensure that your child understands the consequences of their actions and respects the boundaries of others' properties. Continuation of this behavior will not be tolerated and may result in further legal action. Please govern your child's conduct accordingly and take the necessary steps to prevent any future trespassing incidents. I trust that this matter will be resolved amicably and without the need for further escalation. This letter serves as formal notice of my demand. I expect prompt compliance with this demand and confirmation of such compliance in writing within, insert a reasonable time frame, e.g. 7 days, of the date of this letter. Should you have any questions or require clarification regarding this matter, do not hesitate to contact me at your earliest convenience.
See, and if you received that, because so many legal letters are very.
Yeah. However, please be advised that any communication should be directed through my legal representative to ensure proper documentation and adherence to legal protocol. Thank you for your immediate attention to this matter.
It would sound legit if I received it.
Yeah, why do I pay for lawyers?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure there's a reason.
Yeah.